Hey everyone, Sarah here. I wanted to hop on really quick today to discuss with you your booty and your lower body and squatting and how to perfect your squat. Because here's the deal. If you squat incorrectly, you won't see any changes on that lower body. And I know that you want to see and feel the changes in your legs, your booty, hamstrings, everywhere. So let's chat a little bit about proper form for your squat. Then I'll show you some things that I see people doing wrong on a regular basis, how to fix those, as well as some weight placement for your squats. Okay, so if you're on live right now, you can also do some thumbs up or ask questions. And if you have questions at the end, I can address those. So let me know that you're on and you're watching. All right, guys. So very first thing you do when you're preparing for a squat is that you want to, what I say, zip up this core. You want to tighten up your rectus abdominis right through here. So brace the abs. We say brace the abs, but that is the entire core here from belly to spine. So lift and engage right through here. And then you want to shift your weight back into your heels. Once you shift your weight back into your heels, you are ready. Lifted here, shifted into your heels. You're ready for the squat. So you're hinging from your hips. You're taking your booty and sticking it back to the back of the room and coming down in this position. Now, from here, you want to make sure that you can lift your toes. If you can lift your toes and move your toes around, you're in a good position. Now, how far down do you go? That's the question. You want your thighs ultimately to be parallel to the ground. So, not here, but we want to come down. Thighs parallel to the ground is your lowest point in that squat. And then you want to drive through your heels and then rise to the top. Okay, so let's explain this a little bit further. So your shoulders are down and back. Your core is braced nice and tight. You shift your booty back and shift your heels down and back. Lift your toes. Drop slowly down into that squat. Now watch your chest here. We don't want to shift forward. We want to keep our chest higher than our butt. Drive your butt down, thighs parallel to the floor. Now shoot energy out through the bottom of your feet, through your heels, and drive yourself to the top. As soon as you get to the top, you want to squeeze your butt at the top. And then you shift back and you go again. All the way down and then drive through your heels, squeeze the butt as you rise to the top. Okay, let's talk a little bit now about some of the common mistakes that I see people make. And this can happen to everyone, myself included, if we're not watching and focusing on what we're doing. All right, so here's the first thing. The first thing is that you don't shift back far enough in your heels. You're not back here, you're actually this way. So when you shift forward, what you'll see when you squat, you see how your knees are going over top of those toes, they're jutting out in front. That is going to place so much unneeded and unwanted stress on your knee joints. And so instead of shifting forward, that's why I say shift back into your heels and then go back there. All right, so the second thing I see people do wrong, once they're coming down, so if you're shifting back in your heels and you're down here, is that I see this happening. So your butt's down, you think, okay, I'm low on my squat, but then what happens here? Your chest is dropping to the floor. So we want to shift back and then lift through our chest here. So you never want your shoulders to come down with you, all right? So if you've ever seen somebody do this, that's not a squat. Although it looks like you're going down and up and downing up, you don't want to come this way because we're not working our thighs at all there. All the way down and all the way up. So let's talk about foot position. We can do squats narrow. We can do a wide or a mid-stance squat. We can also do a wide sumo type of squat in this position. Each one has their perks, and so it works our muscles a little bit differently, some more inner thigh, some more outer thigh. They all have their place. And so if you're doing squats on a regular basis and you always do this mid-stance squat, maybe it's time to change it up and go a little wider and feel the difference. So let's talk now about your weights. Okay. So many ways that you can hold weights in your hand. First and foremost, if you're new to squats, you're not sure about your position, whether you're doing it correctly or not, I personally recommend just use your body weight. God has given us this body weight. Let's just use it. Let's just start right here. We're going to start just using body weight without any weights at all, because we truly, honestly, we don't need any extra weight. So you can simply use your body weight there. However, if you do want to progress, which you probably will as you go through your fitness journey, you can use weights. So I'm going to show you an option with one weight. A single weight right here, you can hold it right at your chest, and this is more called a goblet squat. It doesn't matter what you call it, but you simply hold the weight right here in the middle of your chest. Now, can you do it here? Yes, you certainly can. A few things to look out for here, though, is to make sure that you're keeping your back, again, nice and flat as you go down into this wide sumo squat. The tendency is to take this body weight forward as you squat with the weight because it's shifting you forward. Another thing that you can do with weights is you can put one in each hand and squat this way. That will even your body weight out and even out your added weight. Let me show you one more option, and that's with the bar. So you can put weights on the end of the bar and take the bar behind your head. Now, if you're squatting this way, I do like to load the weights up on the bar because it's a really steady place to hang the bar out right here on your shoulders and then really focus on the form through that squat. However, one thing to look out for when you're in this position and you're dropping into your squat, that you do not allow this weight to tip you forward. And again, if you ever feel like you need to drop your weight, know that that is available to you, and know that your body weight will always be with you, and that's truly all that you need. So if you're squatting at home, or if you're squatting in a fitness class, wherever you are, it doesn't really matter where you're squatting. While you're squatting, take some time to turn. Turn this way. I do this often in my own home gym. I turn to the side so I can watch myself in the mirror, make sure I'm going down, I'm lifting, bracing my core the entire time, shifting back into my heels, and most importantly, that I'm going deep enough, because the truth is, when we get tired, when we fatigue, we all try to cheat it, right? We all try to halfway. So those are a few things that you can think about while you're doing your workout. Check yourself in the mirrors. I always tell my Burn Fat Infused clients as well, video yourself. Video yourself doing a workout so you can go back and look at it and critique what you're doing and how you're doing it. And maybe you can jump bigger or squat bigger or whatever the case may be. So next time you squat, I hope these tips help you get a more efficient workout. And I will see you again for another how-to with your